nigga to my crib for me to expand on. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
This that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mop something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita plate. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter like break.
The P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners. GMF, good money. New whip, 200. Soldiers with me, 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been in my bag. Speeding off in the Jag, yeah.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys, irrelevant.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Penny is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Commanders 9. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to get it down at a 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll come out in the pistol. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Commanders nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Second down. Howell now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 24. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 6. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that, because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
After another really nice run, this is where defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
They'll try it now with Swift. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hurts to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Third and 2. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. They'll look to throw again. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders 14. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now try to pick it up on 3rd.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Howell.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Jahan Dotson.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Milton Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
2nd down, Hal back to pass. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Got him in, it's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 97 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Okorebunom. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with an amazing diving catch. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They'll run right here with Swift. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded at the 43. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Howell down to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
110 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one...
Hallelujah.